Hello, everyone.
Rocket
Welcome
League.
to Josh. Yeah? Hello, everyone.
We
Welcome to
interrupted
Joshing
the
Around-
intro, bro. Come on.
No.
Oh my goodness.
God, why are
You're
you
doing
doing
it
that?
again. You're doing it
Welcome
again.
to Joshing Around channel, and today we are playing Powerwash Simulator once again.
What? That's
And-
crazy.
What? And today we're talking about Rocket League. I'm gonna let- you guys are more of a
favorite
fan of this
game.
game. So, oh yeah, it's my favorite. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna start off if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Oh, I can't wait.
Rocket
Bad
League.
game,
I
delete it.
think it's a good game.
Delete it. You suck. Anyone that plays Rocket League is garbage. I hate it.
If you
I
play
agree.
this game, you're the worst type of person in the world.
I agree.
Toxic.
Just speaking the truth.
Only speaking the truth here. I think it's a really good game. Honestly, that's my honest opinion. The only problem is for me, it gets bored. It gets because I think it's because I'm not a good enough player. It's a really good game, and why I think it's a good game is because if you have skill, you are going to beat everyone. If you don't, then you're gonna suck. And there's not much you can. But you can play that game over and over again. So I would give it like an A or S tier game because it definitely gives people the option to get better at the game, and it itself has a lot of fun traits. You can have fun with your friends, you can play it crazy, you can play it serious, whatever you want to do. There's different fun modes, there's competitive.
There's also things you can download to be able to play custom maps.
Yeah, I didn't even know
Yeah,
about
you
that.
got to
until
go into
today.
that.
Yeah, I just did that the other day, and because of that, I feel like I'm going to start being better at the game.
Yeah.
Because the biggest thing with me is I don't know how to aerial, which is
Huge in
Yeah,
Rocket
it's-
League. You gotta be able to get to the ball first, and if you can jump over somebody to touch the ball first, you're gonna win. It's like game over. If you can keep possession of the ball and actually be able to like get around someone with the ball, you know, there's no contest.
I'm good at getting to the ball first if it's on the ground and not gonna move.
If it's the easiest thing in the world, I would touch
Yeah,
it first.
if it's kickoff and no one's aerialing, or if it's a game mode where you like the ball's heavy or something, I can get to the ball before people. Almost not like 9 times out of 10. But if it's in the air, I sometimes don't even try to get to the ball.
I kind of gave my overview thought that it's a great game. It's not my favorite game, but it is a great game. Do you guys want to give your overall thoughts about it?
Another game that I've been playing since it came out in 2015. Somehow I actually have like the first competitive reward.
To interrupt you, Payday 2 came out in 2013, so...
We discussed that in the last episode, and I feel like that was a forgotten fact because I completely did not know when it came out.
Rocket League did come out in 2015.
I know, because I started playing then.
July 7th of 2015.
Yeah, I had the little tag and everything. I felt so proud of being the like 10,000th player who played it. But what is this? Who wrote on the dirt?
That's a
Been there
thing
for
we
a
do.
while. It's been there for a while.
Guthrie, do you want to give your overview?
It's a good game. I used to like it more.
Why do
Whenever I
you not?
used to play it, I just used to play it more often, so I was better. It's a game that if you take a break, there's a good chance it's going to be kind of hard to get back into. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
what happened to me. And I know that, like, Tim took a break. Are you drawing penises?
Now Tim's bad at the game.
And he is, I mean, he even says he's worse than he was.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad.
What?
Highest I've gotten is champion, which is pretty good. I'll admit, pretty decent.
But weren't you carried?
It was. You're right. Thanks for getting
Weren't
that
you
out there.
literally carried by one of your friends?
I was. I really was. I think I'm like a diamond 2.
Which is
probably
why I'm
max. Why
platinum.
you're silver.
Yeah, because I got carried by you.
Yeah. Another thing to talk about is
the
like
highest
matchmaking.
rank.
I feel like, yeah, you're like Supersonic Legend already, and like
Yeah, he's nuts.
all the rewards. He's over here dunking on pro players.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like matchmaking is difficult. You want to play with friends.
Sometimes
because if you have friends that have never played before, you're either gonna get dominated or you're gonna just
Wreck shit.
lose. You're either gonna be dominated or get dominated.
Yeah, there's no in between.
It's a rough world out there if you want to play with friends who don't play the game very often.
Yeah, like unless you and whoever you're trying to play with have the exact like are very similar, like off by like 1 or 2 ranks, it's gonna be either one person's doing a lot of the work or one person's doing 0 work type of thing.
Yeah, and obviously the best way to like make your time enjoyable is to like find people that are close to your rank and like play with them, because not only are you gonna improve together, but I mean you actually get a player that you know how he plays and you can kind of work around their play style a little bit, and it's a good way to make friends, you know.
I think what I like a lot about the game is it's like sports. I've actually played sports, and I used to when I was fit.
Or all.
But what I like is, and like most games, but not every game is like this, the more you play, the more you are better. You play better the more you play.
There's some. It used to kind of be pay to play, or pay to win,
Really?
because you used to be able to buy the cars, and there's some cars that are just better.
Okay, I don't think that's necessarily how that works.
Wasn't there a car that they removed because it was just like statistically better?
I mean, the Octane is statistically the best car. If you want to like really get like a powerful hit behind the ball, play with the Octane, because it does. It has been tested multiple times. The Octane does hit harder than any other car. Anything that has the Octane hitbox technically hits harder. I don't know like why that happens. But everything kind of has its own strength, and you kind of gotta find like a hitbox that kind of suits your play style. Like, even if someone is like Squishy, for example, he's a pro player. Like, he's obviously one of the best players out there right now. And well, I don't know if he's still good, but I mean, he used to be like RLCS Pro #1. You know, like he was the best. But like, even if he was playing in the Octane, people can still beat him, you know, like he's not invincible because he plays with a specific car. You just gotta get better. Doesn't really matter what car you play in. I like to I'm a randomizer guy in just about any game I play. Like even if it's like a fighting style game, I play with random characters all the time. I like to randomize presets and just build the ugliest cars and
like
play with
Brawlhalla.
those. Yeah, like Brawlhalla, playing with a random fighter and just trying to win.
No.
You should. It was always fun. It's one of Guthrie's favorite games, you know.
It's such a good game.
Why do you not like it?
Why do you not
hate it. I'm so bad at that game that I literally hate playing it. Yeah, I am. Don't lie to me. Don't give me hope.
Certain stains that fade away are really annoying.
I can't find this stain.
I like completing a little patch of like rock or something and staring straight at it to ultimately get blinded by it whenever it's done.
Oh yeah, the just bright bing, bing.
Ah, my eyes, my retinas, my eyes. It's a bloody sword. I cannot tell it.
Something I like about Rocket League and I miss, and still is about Rainbow Six Siege, is the teamwork factor. You can have someone who can carry you, but it won't win in the end if all your teammates are tracked, which I am. And I love that it is a teamwork game, and you have to work together if you want to win.
Yeah.
And
like,
I was just gonna say, like, you kind of need to have, even if it's only one person on your team that's pretty good at the game, if they can adapt their play style to play with people, they will carry. Because like when me and Tim play, I'm very aggressive towards the ball. I try and go for the ball as much as possible. But I'm also like I'm never goalie. You will never see me sit in the goal.
And I feel like I adapted to that when we played. I decided I was the goalie. A bad goalie,
Yeah.
a bad goalie, but I mean,
Like-
sometimes I did my job. Sometimes.
Like Tim will be the goalie a lot of the time if it's just me and him. But then I'll get it up in front of the goal and he will start going for it. Like he's able to very like on a dime be like, okay, I need to be here, 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 here. Because I'm kind of never changing.
Tim's just the ultimate.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah, Tim's
like-
just grade A.
the best, like, whenever we have teammates that are bad, whenever we label them as bad, it's because they don't adapt to Guthrie's playstyle, and they're trying to go for the ball always at the same time that Guthrie's going for the ball. And it creates, like, this, like, level of, well, who gets to go for the ball now? Because you need to adapt to the ball hog that always goes after the ball, or else he's going to be out of position, and then you're also putting yourself out of position if you guys just mess each other up, and then I'm stuck having to defend a shot because the two offensive teammates are both in the enemy's net because they both whiffed the shot.
Yeah.
So it's like, we need teammates that like can adapt. You know, that's what's hard about like queuing with random players is you don't know how they're gonna play and if they can adapt to your play style, because you're not gonna have good team chemistry if no one can adapt to each other. So I feel like I focused heavily on that when I started playing. It's just like playing defending, but also like being there for your teammate whenever he like sends it perfectly towards the middle of the goal. You gotta kind of be fast, be efficient, and kind of adapt to the players that you're given, or else you're just gonna be stuck in the same rank over and over again. It's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm pretty good at getting it to the net, or like I've recently been getting pretty good at like getting it into a shot, like getting it to where someone can score it.
Yeah, your passes are pretty nuts now, honestly.
But I'm not the best at actually following through. Like I'll try my best to try and score, but I'm good at getting it to the goal. I'm not good at finishing the goal.
I feel like one of the hardest parts. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tim.
I was just gonna say that just comes with time. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I think one of the hardest parts about Rocket League is that kind of end part of getting into the goal, passing it up, going through. You know, maybe it's an aerial most of the time, and just getting in that goal. That is finishing it out is the hardest part, I think.
Yeah,
No,
it's so
actually,
hard to
aerials.
finish in that game.
Aerials is the no, actually, aerials the second. Finishing it out is first.
So hard to finish in that game.
It is.
Turns
Well,
out
that's
this
a
blood is not supposed to be on the sword.
What's that?
Press tab.
I know.
Oh,
that's how I
what?
figured it out. This blood is not supposed to be on the sword.
Look
And it's
how
probably like
satisfying this
rust.
looks, Guthrie.
That's blood. I'm just gonna say.
Damn.
No, it's not
Where?
rust, it's blood.
Guthrie, come look how satisfying this looks.
Yeah.
So satisfying. So clean.
So
It's so bright.
It is.
yeah,
I think I would go blind playing in this mini golf course.
it's so bright.
It is a very sunny day, though.
It's got to be like 110 in this.
And we're in
Freaking
these
place.
suits. We're probably having heat stroke any second now.
Oh, I'm amazed my character hasn't just blacked out.
No, I got one of those like coolant gel pack bags in my.
You got a internal fan.
Yeah.
You got a
so.
rubber.
Are you water cooled?
Oh yeah.
I have one of those rubber bands around those like gas station button fans, and I just taped it to the side of my head.
No, we got a. It's water coolant. We're pumping our own pressure water. It's going straight. It's going right back to our suits.
It's flushing out our suits constantly.
Yeah.
That's how we clean.
You
We are
just see
the water.
you just see the power washer spray out yellow.
What do you
Sorry.
call it? Groundwater.
Sorry guys, I'll make sure it's cleaned up.
This one over here
Why
might
would it
get
take
cleaned
$500
again.
to clean this?
What are some of the negatives about Rocket League?
Toxic players.
Yeah, toxic players is
Smurfs.
a big one.
Toxic players and Smurfs.
Why don't
Yeah.
you go into that one?
So, for people who don't know, the Smurfing is a big deal in Rocket League. It's where higher level players, like maybe champion, grand champ level, they play with like lesser experienced players like myself, and they basically boost us to higher levels. Well, it's not fun for the enemy team because no matter what, they're getting stomped on because there's such a skill gap that there's nothing they can do.
Yeah, or they'll even make a second account.
Yeah, they make second accounts to either play with their friends or do something of that sort, and
Like-
you can just tell, you know.
And if they're doing it to just mess around, like if they're not actually trying, it's sometimes like you can still sometimes tell. But like if they're just playing, like messing around, and it's like 4-0, and all of a sudden it's goal, you can tell that either one, they have turned on some kind of hack, or they were probably smurfing.
I feel like that used to be a problem in Rainbow Six Siege too.
Yeah, Rainbow Six used to have a lot of problems with it.
Not anymore. They did actually fix it.
I feel like in any ranked game, it's gonna be that way. There's always gonna be someone who either needs to make a new account and it's unintentional, or because like I've done that on Rocket League too. Like I've stomped on like gold, silver, bronze players and had no remorse because it was fun, which is probably why people do it. But at the same time, like it creates like an unfair dynamic, and I'm just trying to level up my account on my computer because I couldn't transfer it from my PS4, you know.
And another thing is at the beginning of seasons.
Yeah, at the beginning of seasons when there's when all the ranks are reversed.
Yeah, all of the ranks are unranked. Every rank can play together.
See, the thing is though, is they still keep your MMR for that, so you're still playing against people of the rank you had last time.
Yeah.
So it's not like too bad, but you're still going to be fighting those people because the game wants to assume that you've made progress. And typically, I don't make progress.
Yeah, and the other thing is like, because it keeps your MMR, if you haven't played in like 2 years,
Yeah, that's my problem.
it's
right
gonna
now.
have your MMR of whatever you were.
Yeah.
So like I ended one season as a platinum, which is not, it's mid-tier at best. But I didn't play for like a solid 1.5 years. And then I went back, and because I haven't played, I'm not the best, but I'm playing against people that are platinum and high platinum, but I'm playing almost like a gold or a silver.
Yeah. It's definitely interesting. There's always things you gotta watch out for. Things that you can't really do anything about, you know.
Yeah.
Inside the dragon's mouth, and it is super nasty. I don't know what he's been eating, but he's gotta lay it off, you know.
Well,
He's gotta lay off
I'm
the
a-
chew.
Lay off the
laying
sewage,
off,
yeah, all
you
the
gotta
tar
lay
and
off that
smell.
dip, man.
Set an example for the kids, Dragon. Come on.
God.
What are you doing? I think they named the dragon. Puff.
What's the dragon's name from
Spoof.
Shrek? The wife?
Oh god.
It's just Donkey in there.
Donkey. You guys
Oh,
clean the
oh.
snake? You guys just clean the snake?
Josh did, yeah.
Just the snake.
Just the snake. Literally just cleaned the snake area. I was going to, and then I was like, no, I gotta clean it other areas.
I
And then I
feel
turn
like
around
me
and the
Tim are
snake's
getting more
clean.
done. I feel like Tim's getting the most
Yeah.
done.
I
I've
feel
been
like we're
cleaning this
carrying.
entire. This is all one thing.
I have been doing.
I've been cleaning this top area.
If you look at how much Tim has done, it's insane, bro.
He's popping off right now.
He is popping.
I told
off.
you, I've like been playing like nothing but this game.
Like I play this game quite a bit, but I also play it just to like chill. So I go kind of slow. I don't just like get it done in a matter of like 4 minutes.
I think communities are always a big part of games,
They can. There's communities that have broken games.
Yeah.
Like
There's communities that have ruined games. For people.
that literally no one plays them now because of how the community was.
And I feel like Rocket League is a game where the community is so toxic, kind of like Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's got its gems.
it does. We've met some really nice people.
I think literally it was yesterday. We were playing and we had a bunch of just toxic people, and then we got into this just lull of we kept playing with the same group of guys.
We played like 7 games with the same people, and we won all our games, and then they never left. Like they were just
Yeah,
chill.
like we were just like
we didn't care about winning. We were all like cycling out.
like we all just were like, this is chill. Like because we had met the nice people, we were like, we don't want to leave this group.
Yeah.
Like even though they kept losing.
They filled out so many achievements for us. Or like the little like side missions.
Like even though they were losing, they're like, this is a fun group.
Yeah,
Because we weren't being toxic. Like, we might jokingly be toxic. Like, one of us makes a really bad shot, and we all kind of go, nice shot.
Yeah.
Like, but there's a difference between doing that, like, jokingly, and you can tell it's joking, versus doing that every time.
What to say?
Kinda like
Yeah,
the
or
difference between going
spamming.
your mom when your friend says, man, I don't know what that's like. It was kind of moist. And then there's a difference between saying your mom then and then, you know, when you say it to your friend after mom's funeral. You know?
Yeah,
Kind of a different.
like,
Yeah.
you gotta...
It's like the different dynamic of like, oh, your mom versus, oh, your dad. Your dad's gone, huh?
Yeah, like, comedic timing. You gotta think about comedic
You gotta
timing.
pick your moments, man. You gotta pick your moments.
Imagine.
Oh,
though.
your dad's dead.
That's oh wait, never mind. This is a real life joke, bro.
And you also have to, you gotta read the room sometimes.
Absolutely.
Like, if someone's not laughing at a joke, you really gotta dial it in.
Like my joke I just made.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
you gotta, you can't make a your mom joke at your friend's mom's funeral.
Oh, I know. I meant that joke I made was probably bad.
But like, you gotta one, read the people. Like, there's some jokes I probably would not make in front of some people. But like, there's jokes I will make in front of people that you'll never hear come out of me again in front of a group of people.
Yeah.
I don't like compliments too. Like I don't think I would ever tell Guthrie good job, you know, because like obviously he never does a good job. But
Yeah,
like,
like-
I'm gonna say that to his face.
Yeah, like, I never do anything good.
Oh my.
Like I'm not gonna say it to his face, you know, like
You
look at
missed
his area.
it
I mean,
earlier.
look how
You-
dirty his area is.
You missed
That's not
it
my
earlier.
area. My area is all the way at the top, thank you.
Where I'm going, I just couldn't get up. Lovely castle, lovely castle.
This,
Missed the spot by the way.
the whole castle is one thing.
Yeah, there's so many. There's so much.
There's so many little nooks and crannies that you have to like jump up and then just be like, okay, I'll get there eventually.
Will indeed get there eventually.
Oh my god. Did I clean it? Is it done? Is the area done?
So
I don't know
you
what's
think.
done.
Which watchers do you guys use?
Huh?
What novel do you guys use typically?
Yellow or green.
I use yellow or like the toughest one.
Or yeah, I use red sometimes, but that's mostly if I'm trying to like, if
I think I
it's,
use yellow and green too the most. It's wider range. Doesn't clean as hard, but like me.
yeah, I do the yellow and the green because they're the mid-tier ones, but they've got quite a bit of power.
Yeah. Just A+ all around, you know.
Yeah, they're just kind of like the best. I think this area appears clean. I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out later. Also, I don't know if you guys have looked. We have so much more to do.
I know.
We have so much to do.
I don't know how you would even let this park get. I would just demolish the park at this point.
Yeah, imagine trying to do this on your own.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Oh, that would be torture.
Did I complete this? I did not.
I guess, well, it also depends on, like, the sprayer. Like, for this one, this is a higher power sprayer, so the green one has more power with a wider range. And the yellow one,
What
it's
sprayer are we able to use?
only the one that you can use right now.
Which is?
Your donut one currently. It's the Prime Vista 3000.
Is it the mid tier?
It's the third one that you can get in the game.
Or?
And so it's the third best gun. So
One
it's
that I've been using.
pretty good. But like I just got the newest one, like the best gun. You get the best surface. It's just the best gun. But like compared to this, there's not much of a difference. But me and Josh, like I've been using the worst gun when I was playing with Josh. And for that I strictly use the yellow or the red. Because if you don't, you're not gonna clean anything. Nothing's going to come off.
I feel like this is a good point. I mean, do you guys have any other thoughts about Rocket League?
Good game. I recommend.
Yeah, I recommend.
Community's still decent.
I recommend getting the thing to do custom maps.
Yeah, if you bought it on Steam when it was still out, kudos to you. It's a lot easier to get custom maps, but it's not impossible.
Well,
to get on
but
other things.
is it? You were having problems getting the ones that I was
I was
getting.
having a hard time getting my mom map loader to work for like the slightly better maps.
Yeah, you might not be able to play with your friends, but
Yeah.
they're still. It will make you better.
Yeah, it definitely will. That's how I've gotten to the skill I've gotten to, albeit not the most skill. It's still definitely accelerated my learning. Fundamentals of Rocket League.
Well, that was a good episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please remember to subscribe. It helps out the channel, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a wonderful day.